Scandinavian Building Services is a commercial cleaning company. We do commercial cleaning, we do retail cleaning, we do sports and entertainment.
Wilda and Terry Hay bought it in 1982, originated in 1956, and they bought it here in Edmonton. They loved the name, they kept the name.
It was a small company. It was about $250,000. We had a great contract. We had Northlands at the time. So then Terry was asked to bid on West Edmonton Mall. So he bid on West Edmonton Mall and he got the project, which was like amazing.
And they just continued to grow it from Edmonton to Calgary and beyond.
We've been raised in Scandinavian Building Services pretty much our whole lives. So family business is something that we've been taught and we've been accustomed to forever.
I worked in the warehouse with my sister Melanie. She was 16, I was 13. So I had these Scandi coveralls that my dad gave me and I thought they were just like the coolest thing in the world.
One thing about Terry, he had a way of persuading his children that they needed to work and that they could work.
One great thing about my mother and my father is they never pushed us in a direction. They really wanted to expose us to the business. In some ways it was a little bit frustrating because we started from the ground up, all of us did. We started as cleaners and we went through every other division. And if we weren't running it, we were still introduced to it and had to work into it because we needed to understand it. So it was really an evolution of what did we want to do and what was our skill set? What were we good at and how could that evolve? And they really nourished that through all of us.
I would have to say we're blessed. Family business is a blessing. It's got so many different challenges, but yet there's so many wonderful things about being in family business. We really owe it to our mom and dad who started Scandinavian Building Services all those years ago.
We love being together. We love each other. We really have this wonderful family love for one another and we want to be together.
Whenever he needed them, they were there. The kids were always there helping him.
The entire company rallied around my father's passing. It was no individual or family member or anything. It was the entire organization stepping up for my father. And that's just an incredible thing.
We'd grown the company to a certain level. And then when Terry died, the kids just jumped in rather than falling apart because Terry had taught them so many things about business and about going ahead no matter what.
Having a loss in the family is one of the biggest things because that's typically when a family business can fall apart.
We had an opportunity to work as a family to do some succession planning with the Alberta Family Business Institute. They have been incredibly generous and incredibly kind.
And when we started having those conversations, we were young. Who sees themselves where? Where do they think they're going to fit? How are they going to fit?
It really brought us all together and helped us realize where we fit in the company and what our strengths were. It helped us recognize the challenges that we would face as a family business, which was a very positive thing because we could sit and talk about it.
And ultimately, that helped us through, obviously, the hardest time that we've all ever gone through, with the loss of my father.
We're very blessed to have a family business like this, and we're raising our children in it and raising all the different areas that they need to kind of learn some of the nuances of the business and where it comes from, what Scandinavian is. But every one of our children, if they do decide to come into the organization, has to go through the grassroots just like we did.
So the grandkids, if they have the same drive that Melanie, Candace, and Russ do, they will be great.
So one of the biggest events that we do per year is the Terry Scandi Walk. The Terry Scandi Walk is to provide and raise awareness for pancreatic cancer. It brings all of our team members across the country and we do a 5-kilometer walk in support of pancreatic cancer and in honor of our late CEO, Terry Hay.
Scandinavian takes a lot of pride in really being into the depths of our community.
This is an incredibly important special day for us. This is our 3rd annual Terry Scandi Walk. Everyone has been touched by this C word, cancer, and we are walking for them all.
Here we are, this whole team, and we know we're all walking across Canada. Terry would have loved it. He would have loved it.
The Alberta Family Business Institute and working with the University of Alberta has just been an absolute privilege for all of us.
It's just a huge milestone for not only me, but my entire family, that we're able to share our story with such incredible family businesses that we've learned from through the years. We've got to hear their stories. We've got to go back and reevaluate what we're doing as a business, what we're doing as a family, and forge through it. So ABFI has been absolutely instrumental in how we run our business and how we communicate as a family.
And so now that us as a Hay family are getting up on the stage, it really is incredible. Dad would be so proud